Hello and welcome to Backtubes. Today we are having a quick look at the engage and press style of beating. This is the current sort of meta beating position on defense for community teams in the UK, and it's what Team UK use as well. And it sort of fits quite nicely with the 2-2 chaser defense that those sort of teams are playing as well. So we're going to break it down a little bit. If you want to see a more detailed thing about this, you can check out our deep dive into beating as a whole, and we have a section on it. And that is on our YouTube channel and website, backtubes.com. So we're on the same page in terms of roles and stuff. We're going to look at two different roles within the beta pair for this. We have our engage beta and our free beta. Our engage beta is what you might consider your lead beta, your more aggressive beta. They're looking to start or defend against a beta duel. They're literally looking to engage the opposition in a beta fight. When you've only got one bludger, they're going to be the one that holds the bludger more often. And when you've got two bludgers, they're the one that's going to be more aggressive with it. The other partner in the pair is your free beta. They're looking to react to the beta duel. So when you've only got one bludger, they're the one that's going to be the screen or the passing option. And when you've got two bludgers, they're the one that's going to react to the initial fight and then mop up. And that's going to be particularly important in this defensive set. Okay, so engage and free. So engage and press style of beating. So setup is pretty straightforward. Your beaters are going to set up outside of your keeper zone line, sort of halfway between the halfway line and the keeper zone. That's where you're going to set. Your beaters are going to look to absorb some pressure for a little while, draw in the enemy, in this case the blue beaters, and then your engage beater is going to look to act. Okay, you're going to actively use control here, and they're going to try to trade with the blue engage beater. They're looking to trade. Once that exchange has happened, and ideally that means they're both beat or you just win straight up, our free beater is going to then look to press out and tap out the blue free beater. Okay, so the engage beaters trade, their two bludgers are on the floor, and then our free beater looks to take out the unarmed blue beater. Right. In that situation, both blue beaters are out, and one red beater has all of the bludgers they can throw one back to their partner. They can then look to start mopping up blue chasers. Okay, so literally absorb, engage the enemy armed beater, and then look to press out after you've mopped up. Right. As you can see from our zone of influence diagram, this is quite a forward-facing defense, quite high up the pitch, and you're particularly strong in this spot here. Okay, just in the middle center of the pitch. Okay, really looking to put some pressure on to the enemy team, really looking to try and force that. And we've got an example of it here. So this is the UK versus France, and we've got our beta set. Mikey is our engage beta, and Alex Carpenter is our free beta. Mikey and the French beta exchange. They beat, and then Carpenter immediately goes to try and hit the spare France beta. Okay, it does create a no bludger situation on defense, but that's fine because we're wrapping up on chaser defense, really making it really hard, waiting for our beaters to get back into our play, which Alex has now done, and we make the stop. Okay, so Mikey and French engage beta trade. Carpenter then goes for the enemy beta, the spare beta that's still in the play, so that we can get all the bludgers. Great, so no bludger situation, that's fine because we're trusting our chaser defense to gobble up that attack and create a turnover later. And then in theory, we come away with control and we can just attack versus no bludgers functioning because we have everything. So it can be a really effective strategy. When you want to use this, I think this is the currently best setup for beaters when you've got parity or when you're slightly better than your opposition. So if your beaters are equal and your team is equal to your opposition, it's a close game. I think this strategy is really good because it's a good mix of aggressive, looking to generate turnovers, looking to change over bludger control, looking to just disorientate your opponents, while still being close enough to your own hoops to react. It's very good at creating a follow-up no bludger situation for an attack, because in theory, all blue beaters should be out and all the bludgers should be in the red half, ready for a red offense. Our weakness of this is if your engaged beta doesn't trade successfully, you are just throwing away a bludger. So if they throw and miss, or blue beta deflects or catches, you are just throwing away bludger control. And it also quite likes to give up a no bludger defense, meaning you are likely to concede. So you really do need to be accurate with that throw. You need to definitely trade. Okay, and ideally have all bludgers rolling back towards your hoop on the deflection. So hit and it bounces off and go towards your hoop. If the bludger is coming at you as the red beta, you're exchanging and it's going backwards towards your hoops. You've got to angle your body a bit more. In terms of examples of people who I think are really good at this in the UK at the moment, I think Dan Trick and Bill Orridge for Raptors are really good at this style. Bill as your more engaged beta, Dan as your free beta. They're very good at mopping up and engaging. And then Kerry Aziz for Southampton last season. She's also really good at the strategy. She's really good at absorbing pressure and then making sure her throw connects. This is the defense I suggest you really practice. It's the one that you're going to play against a lot, especially if you're in the community league, and it's starting to filter into the university league as well. Thank you very much for your time. Hope you enjoy this, and we'll see you at Back to Hoops soon.